Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, tepukkan tangan yang gemuruh kepada Mr. Matthew. Silakan Mr. Matthew.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I think one of the hardest topics to talk is always on financial management. I was looking at a list of speakers and all of them are motivational speakers. You know? And first thing in the morning is to talk about money. And I'm talking to people who knows how to make money. Correct or not? All right. Now, I'm very happy to be here this morning. I was here quite early and I was walking around and I couldn't sit still in the holding room. So I managed to catch up with some of people I've not met for so long, and I'm so happy to see them. And now they have been very successful entrepreneurs. All right. And one of the things that people, every time they see me, the first thing they ask me, what do you think of the budget? I think it's because I have been in the investment line for more than 15 years. And whenever they see me, they associate me with, Matt, what do you think about the budget? What do you think about the economy going forward? And the only thing I can say to them, I don't have a crystal ball. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. All right? And someone asked me, what do you think of the budget? Again, and I say, okay, just go and cut your credit card. They say, why cut your credit card? Do you know why you have to cut your credit card? 50 ringgit per card. I think average of you have 10 cards, it's $500 a year. Anyway, today, as what Mr. Stephen Yee was saying just now, it's not easy to cover a topic in 45 minutes. All right, and personal financial management comes in various forms, and I will try to share some of the experience that I have. And some of this experience is not something that I have gone through, it's something that I've learned also working with some of you. I work with some of you that really inspire me and some of the experience. And from this experience, I managed to share year by year with somebody else. And from there, I get to learn, and the person that I share with get to learn. So it's what we call experience sharing. Now, one of the three things that we talk today is planning. And what do you understand of planning? Like Mr. Stephen was saying, planning, you need to plan. Most of us, what we do now, when we become an entrepreneur, what we are trying to achieve is income planning, correct? Because we want to achieve a certain income. That is why we decided to kick the 9 to 5 job and become our own boss, because we want higher income. But the question is, earning income, all right, besides for earning income, are you well prepared? And you hear the famous buzzword, financial planning, wealth management, wealth planning, and the whole works of it. What do all this really means? Credibility is very important, all right? Besides from your own credibility, financial credibility is very, very important. One of the biggest things that we see, yes, we say we can fail, we can come up again, all right? But sometimes personal credibility is very important, you know? And sometimes a lot of people, we overspend at the start of the time. Okay, I was having this topic yesterday with somebody and they say, like just now the MC was saying, after 3 months you drive a Mercedes, all right? Some in sales, we call it tying down the commitment, ikat commitment. So once you have the commitment, you will make sure that you're able to pay the installment. But that, all right, that is true. Once you have commitment, you work towards it. Having 5 commitment. Your leaders didn't ask, your leaders say, a sign of a successful person to share your trade is to get 1 Mercedes. But sometimes, some of you end up getting 5 Mercedes to say, I want to be even more successful. But can you sustain it? Sustainability is very important. That will also determine your financial credibility. Because when you're unable to pay, it will become chain reaction. Do you know that credit record stays with you? Do you know credit record stays with you? It doesn't get wiped off just because suddenly overnight you become a millionaire. Credit record stays with you. On average, if you don't pay your credit card, all right, if you don't pay your credit card, the record will stay with you at least a minimum 18 months. 18 months. One late payment will be recorded there. And just one late payment, you know, those type of things, it will be a record for you. So financial credibility is very, very important. Discipline of what you do in the financial sense of things is, you know, allocation of your financial resources. I know some of you does not raise hands, some of you from insurance industry, some of you from unit trust industry, whichever industry, all right? Financial discipline is very, very important. So my topic today, all right, I shall not repeat what Mr. Stephen has said just now, but I am more concentrated on financial, all right, and personal financial management. Now, we mentioned time is money. Now, this is a famous thing. Anywhere you go, any sales talk, motivational talk, time is money. But have you ever thought in financial terms, what does it mean by time is money? Now, for many of us in financial, when we say time is money, is how long you take to repay your loan. How long you take to repay your housing loan, your car loan, how long does it take for you to pay that? The longer you drag, all right, the more money you end up paying. But my favorite is not time is money, because time is money, I tell you guys can tell me a lot of angles about it. But what is, for me, is, oh, something is missing there. Money is time. Money is time. Now, I think there's something wrong with the slide, but the word there is money is time. Money is time. You know, people used to ask me, what do I mean money is time? Money is important. Now, whenever you just talk about country, let's say about country, people ask, how long does a country be able to survive? When you talk about your national reserve, they talk about Malaysia have a reserve for 6 months, Malaysia have a reserve for 8 months. Now, my question is, money is time. What is your reserve? What is your reserve? Because how long can you sustain, all right, if you fall? How long can you sustain, and when you fall, how long do you have to recover? Be it as an individual, be it as a company, as a business owner. That's why I say money is time. If you notice nowadays, you know, different people have different interpretation of how long do you need to have in reserve. If you read, if you've seen the TV lately, people say you need to at least 6 months of savings to able to sustain your expenses and stuff like that. For some, it's 12 months. For some, it's 24 months. That's why I say money is time. All right? So, as much as we go about doing our income, as much as we are earning the inside of income, are we putting aside enough, all right, during time of needs? And this is very important because you don't have a fixed paycheck. If I give you anything to sell, I'm sure all of you can sell anything. You can even sell refrigerator to the Eskimo. Correct or not? You are entrepreneurs, you can sell anything. But, okay, you can sell anything. But one day, if you fall ill, or maybe people say, oh, now its time is bad. The last few months or last 1.5 years, people say, oh, economy is bad, business is slow, oh, I'm suffering. So there's a few things that they'll end up doing. Change their business, all right, or go back to full-time employment. So I don't think that is what you want. Because when you endeavor, when you get into this, whatever industry that you're doing, you are serious. Because that also plays a part. To add on to another part, besides from financial credibility, is also your credibility. You cannot, because you only have a pool of customer. One day, you are selling wellness program. Next day, you are selling something else. All right? There may be good and bad about it, but somebody will sure ask you, what happened to 1 month ago you were selling me this product, this month you are selling me this product? That will end up one day will be your credibility issue also. Correct? Agree? You may carry other product, but you must have your main focus product first before you are able to diversify. That is where we talk about money time. So, time is money is where I talk about income. When I say money is time, is where I say that's where you build your net worth. Time is money is what we say, every minute is money. Every minute sitting down here is money. Every minute you sit in the office not going out to meet a client is money. That is where time is money. But I'm saying also, money is time is where being well is not the same as income. People who become wealthy allocate their time, energy, and money in ways consistent in enhancing their net worth. Now, this is a simple chart. I think you have it in your book. I can take hours explaining this chart. But to put it very simply, all right, the top box is your personal worth, your net worth, all right? Your business at work, your money at work is very, very important, all right? Your business at work, besides for earning income, all right? Some of you, we use the term, are you a farmer or are you a hunter? I was sharing this with the MC yesterday. The MC just brought a very, very good point out to me. And I said, a lot of people, all right, you are a top producer yourself. But are you building your net worth? Are you building your net worth and network? Because if you are building your network, you are building your business. All right? When you are building your business is at work. Now, second, money at work. Yes, I can't agree more with Stephen when he say you have to give what you earn. You also have to give, because what you give, you get 10-folds and 20-folds back. I believe in that. And I also believe in charity, believe of giving back, because what we are today, I stand here, I will still believe today, where we are today is what we reap. All right? So, by having said that, Stephen, I'm not asking them to give their wealth away, you know. They still to keep some. To be comfortable, all right? To have a sustainable business. Earn some, plan your finances at a level that you are comfortable. Plan some, you reserve that, and then give it back. And then I think the other way of saying, when you give back, you increase your network. Also, when you receive your network, you increase your net worth also. All right? So, personal net worth is a long topic. I used to speak on personal net worth just a whole day. It's a whole day talk. And it covers a lot of things, but I don't think I have the time to cover everything, but I just want to give some brief idea what it actually really means. Now, this, when I added this slide is not in the book because I'm also a replacement speaker today. So I'm supposed to speak on behalf of Dato Steve Ong, who was away on personal crisis. And I added this slide in, and the one thing that this slide was very interesting because I found this in one of the books I was reading. And they say, more than 50% entrepreneurs will not be able to sustain their lifestyle beyond X number of years. And some, sadly, not even months. All right? And many, all right, are you living by your income? A lot of us, all right, yes, it's a success story, but can you make it a sustainable story? I have attended many functions. Even I love to have my distributors or I have my partners coming up to share and say, how do you make your first large commission? Now, making your first large commission is the easy part. Sustaining it on a consistent basis will be the difficult part. Many of us look at it as a first-time income, and after that, like what we say, from a motorbike, you change to a Mercedes, all right? After 3 months, you go back to a motorbike. I don't think anyone of us want that. We have seen from someone who are from a C class in 3 months, 5th month he changed to E class, on the 8th month he sees the S class. Okay? Then on the 24th month he go back to a Proton. You know? No, these are, you know, they are living by the income. All right? Are you having a sustainable business model? I am a strong believer of sustainable business. Or are you just a one-time producer? Go back to the story of hunter and the farmer. Are you a hunter or are you a farmer? You know what's the difference between hunter and farmer? I think you heard these parables many, many times in your business. But are you a hunter or are you a farmer? A farmer, we will reap. A hunter means you just hunt and hunt and hunt. One day, you run out of tiger to hunt. One day, you run out of cows to hunt. Nothing to hunt. All right? So are you a hunter or are you a farmer? Now, active versus passive income. You are enjoying active income now, as many entrepreneurs do. But are you preparing to transform and supplement your active income with passive income? Think about this irrespective of industry, unit trust, insurance, MLM, you know, and especially in some industry, it's active income. All right? It should come to a stage, all right? It should come to a stage. Your initial years of you being a business, your active income plays the biggest part. But when it comes to a certain stage, your passive income should outdo your active income. Then you will say you are building a successful empire. Then you are building an income model. Then you are building wealth. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you living on active income? Are you preparing to match your passive income? All right? Or you forever hope your active income goes up, your passive income stays here. It should one day, your passive income should be up here, and your active income should be down here. Food for thought. Lifestyle living or future living? Many of us, I have friends, nothing wrong to have a lifestyle living because you are rewarding yourself. Nothing wrong to go out there to buy your first LV bag. Nothing wrong to go out there to buy your first Ferragamo belt. Nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. All right? But do not overdo it. Remember, don't overdo it. All right? Sometimes, yes. See, like for me, all right? Imagine if I'm a speaker here today, or any of our panel speaker here today. If we are up here, all right, wearing a torn shirt and not, no, our hair is not combed, you know, we are, you know, it's the reputation, isn't it? It's your first impression, isn't it? It's the same. So I just say nothing wrong to dress up well, but don't overdo it. Ladies, 1, 2 LV bag it will do. Don't need to get 10 because you don't have enough time to use all the 10. All right? Okay? So the cars, I was speaking to somebody, he knows somebody, the example of the E-Class, S-Class is true. All right? There are people there. I'm not saying it's wrong. Do it. You know, do it as you go along. Because once you have, you know, I always believe, you know, once you are on the E-Class, you should never drop down to a C-Class. Because if you are there because that is your financial, one part of your financial credibility. Correct or not? It's impression, isn't it? As I said just now, it's how people look at you. If you're driving an E-Class, I mean you're driving a C-Class, something is wrong with his business. Something is wrong with his product. Something is wrong with this. So, go as you earn. Sometimes don't shoot faster than you earn. All right? And that's what we mean, lifestyle living or future living. Ignore that picture. I say how to save your job. I was just teasing people who are not in the entrepreneur yet. Please consider it. Okay? Now, financial challenges and issue. I'm not really going to go much into it, but a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs I have met, there are 4 things that they always tell me. Just because you are not in the financial industry, or you are not in, for unit trust insurance, you guys will understand what I mean. But generally, they just say, I don't know how to do, or I don't know what to do. But I think it's not really that, all right? And some say, I don't have the time to do it, or some just don't want to do it. They just want to live in the current success. They just don't want to build on future net worth. Now, this is a very interesting chart, but I believe this chart is not applicable to a lot of you. All right? Because this is a typical working Malaysian, where at 55, their income stops. All right? But what I want to illustrate from this chart is the blue line, preservation, protecting. Remember I said just now, first, you are now in the income stage. Second, you need to preserve your income. You need to increase your net worth. Most important, the financial is preserving it. All right? All right, preserving it, and how long can you preserve it? All right? So, very simple chart. You earn, you manage, you protect, you save, you invest, and you preserve. Just like your Maslow hierarchy of needs, people like to use pyramids. Financial pyramids are also there. Now, most basic things that we always look at for us as a financial advisors, or for when I do a lot of my talks, and I say, this is one of my favorite pyramid chart, because I say, the first thing you got to do is to protect your income, your health, and your asset. That is the right thing for you to do, irrespective if you are working or you are an entrepreneur. Savings, lifestyle, retirement education, and of course financial independence, many of you are there. But the most important slide that I want to share is this. Assets and liabilities. We have a question, and I ask you just, how many of us are millionaires? How many of you are millionaires? Please raise your hand. Okay, how many of you are not millionaires? Please raise your hand. Okay. I always have this question, I always ask, are you a gross millionaire or are you a net millionaire? You know what I mean, gross and net or not? Are you a gross millionaire or are you a net? I'm not saying you're the hamsat millionaire, not the gross. All right, I'm saying, are you the gross millionaire or are you the net millionaire? You know what I mean by gross millionaire or not? I believe most of us here are all gross millionaire. You take your assets, your value of your house, your value of your assets that you have, all right? I'm sure most of you are gross millionaire. But sadly, after taking out our liabilities, our mortgage, our long-term debt, our car loan, our personal loan, we end up becoming net nothing. You know, it's very important. That is why people ask me what it means by net worth. Your net worth is basically taking out your surplus or your assets over liabilities. Okay? So, this is something not new to any one of us. But sometimes, I believe, once a while, as we're going on planning to succeed in our business, to grow our business, once a while it's good to take this checklist, to look at it on our personal finances and also on our business finances. Now, this is a very interesting chart that you can find in your booklet. Income level should always go up. Investment income, investment income can be passive income, can be your other source of income, but more importantly, expenses. When you are able to meet the red and the yellow line, the dot there, that is where what we call financial independence. Now, take home. Obviously, the first point, that's why you are here, earning the desired level of income. You need to manage your cash, your spending, your credit, and your tax efficiently. Don't forget about that. Don't forget that. All right? I know some of you are doing it. Some of you have forgotten about it, but it's just a reminder. It's always good to take stock. All right? Now, managing cash, spending, and credit, and tax is also one thing I want to share. It's not even on the personal basis or on a business basis. Even on a personal basis, I like to share this called what I call cost-expense ratio. All right? Or cost-income ratio. For those who are accountant here, you understand what I'm trying to say? Cost-income ratio. To achieve that business, to achieve that sales, what is your cost-income ratio? Some people have a cost-income ratio of 110%. With 110% of cost-income ratio, is it profitable? No. That's mean what you're trying to say, to get the business, you are spending $110. A cost income ratio, to get the business, you should be spending $70 to obtain that business. That is one mindset you have to put in mind. What is your cost income ratio? Cost income ratio comes in many forms. Your time, your effort, the amount of money you spend is very, very critical, be it for a business or for individual. Cost income ratio, as much as being used as accounting term for running a business, but I always believe it can also be used for individual entrepreneurs. Because the time, the money you spend, you know, let's for example, you don't want to be driving to Kota Baru, all right? I know somebody, they want to marry somebody from Kota Baru, guys, it takes 13 hours to drive there, all right? But you don't want to be driving to Kota Baru and then just doing $1,000 business or $2,000 business, but they don't even cover your commission to pay for your petrol. So cost income ratio, that is very critical for that. Protecting your income and assets, very important. Fulfill all your financial obligations. Once you fulfill that, please donate your money. All right? You can share your money. Fulfill that. Attain financial independence. After doing that, once you fulfill your financial obligation, once you can be able to donate, share it with everybody, you will really attain a strong financial independence. That is what I would say is a true financial independence. Then, after doing that, you can call yourself, I'm a net millionaire. I'm not a gross millionaire. Right? Of course, some don't believe of preserving for your next generation, but Asian being Asians, we still got to take care of our next line of generation, our kids, you know. So we still need to preserve some. As much as we get more westernized now, they can take care of themselves, but we make sure that we preserve enough to give them a good education, to give them a solid start in life. All right? So, okay, I got this additional slide. Actually, that was my last slide, but I just wanted to share something quickly. All right? This is a story just now. I keep harping on the story about hunter and a farmer, and I really like this story a lot, and it just triggered me. When I first started talking to or doing financial talk or financial advisory to a lot of smaller direct selling groups or MLM groups or maybe insurance advisors or unit trust advisors, one of the things that I always believe in is to be able to diversify your income, all right? And you must be able to look at your not only the income, you should be able to look at your whole income as a business model, as I mentioned just now. Don't look at it as just yourself at this moment. Look at it building a business model, a net worth, all right? One day, when you go 6 feet under, you can't sell anything because you can only buy a post-need requirement from the funerary services. But one day when you go under, you must make sure that you have a business that is sustainable, a business that you may want to give it to your next generation, or a business maybe when you decided that you call it quits and you want to do charity work, you are able to sell the business. You are not selling the person, but you are selling the business. And I always believe in this. Don't just look at your current income. Do look, all right? Present income for present lifestyle, passive income for future lifestyle, all right? Build your passive income, all right? Passive income is very critical. I think you're all expert in that, but I hope you really practice it. Many of us practice current income, not really embracing the true meaning of passive income. Ladies and gentlemen, managing wealth is a financial journey, all right? Future is not something that just happens that way, all right? The future is something that you make it happen, and it's always going to be an ever-changing landscape. Nothing is going to be fixed. Life is full of challenges. You could see the last 1.5 years, you know, out of the blue. Have you ever thought that we're going to be a subprime issue? Have you ever thought that the economy is going to go down? Like why you have gone down the last 1.5 years? 2 years ago? Nothing, you know, no one can predict anything. So, If you don't change with time, time will change you. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much I can share today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Yeah.